Hey guys, welcome back. Apologies for missing yesterday. I just felt crummy. Monday was a hot day and I tossed and turned and I think I finally cooled off at around like 1:30 to be able to go to sleep. So I was just too tired to stream, and then I also had a bit of a headache that was kind of drilling through my head. So I really wanted to stream, but I couldn't, unfortunately. So I am sorry for missing yesterday. Also, sorry for being late today. I had a few things to do, and time just kind of got away from me. So sorry, but it kind of works out because all we have left to do is to fight the Lantern King, which should be the final boss, and then we can kind of go through the ending. I'm assuming the ending is going to be fairly large because this was a large game. So chances are that's all we're going to do today. That being said, I have no idea how long it's going to take us to fight the Lantern King, because I think I tried for like an hour and a half on Monday, and I mean, we did pretty decent, but then we had some bad rolls, and yeah. So it could be a quick stream, it could be a short, or it could be a long stream. After this, I'm going to do the Varnhold DLC, but I think we're going to save that for another time if we beat the game today. Slash, hopefully, when we beat the game today. Unless it ended up being like really quick. We'll also see how I feel. Maybe I want to keep going and get a bit of a head start on the DLC just so that we can finish this game and finally move on to something else. I mean, at this stage, I've been streaming it for beginning of March, so March, April, May, June, almost 5 months. Man, that's a long time. So I am definitely ready to move on. So we'll see how I feel. Anyway, let's play so we can hopefully get this going. I did look at some strategies because like I said, boss fight, you got to do a bunch of waves, a bunch of stages, and I didn't want to keep getting to like the second last to last stage and then like dying because a new attack comes up or something that I wasn't prepared for, and I didn't want to restart a 20-minute fight over and over and over. So we got a couple of ideas. One of them is I loaded the wrong game. One of them is actually we're gonna try loading pre-battle buffed. Or actually, no. Let's not do this. Let's load before rest. We're going to pause it because I think the rest... Actually, I think I might just buff up my freedom of movement. Because I think that lasts like 10 hours and it's a 3-hour rest, so stick around.
How may I help?
Assuming I don't have any. Well, balls to that. Maybe we'll rest a couple of times. Okay, so we can get rid of this before final fight. Okay, so what do we got here? I must have. Right. I buffed people and then we had to rest twice or something, so we burned it out because freedom movement is 10 minutes at level 17 or 19 levels now. 190 minutes. That's 3 hours. Wait, that can't be right. Oh, maybe we didn't. Okay, well, never mind then. It should be long enough to get us through the fight, I think. But if I gotta rest again, right. Anyway. Okay, so we need freedom of movement because third third stage, the Wild Hunt stuff. We could maybe use this to resist energy communal. Alright, because actually, we could probably just... Probably want a couple of these. Alright, to resist fire, because this is what I think, right? Resist 10 damage before being applied. Okay, well that'll work too, because we'll want to double that up. Protection from energy communal is what I'm thinking of. Prayer will be handy-ish. I want to have two, because what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to pre-buff and keep everyone by the door. Because some guides were saying that if I can attack him fast enough, I think then he'll do his dispel, and it'll be too far away, and then I can bring everyone in. But the problem is then one of my guys will be dispelled, so we'll want to have two. Right, we'll want to have one on the pre-buff so that we can save some turns and get the benefits immediately. And then we'll want to have a second one in case he does do a second dispel. I don't know if he does or not. But then also to kind of help cover my guy. Because I think we'll go in with me. So I think we'll do is... Meta Magic that. What do we got? Extend spell plus 1 level. Reach we don't need. Level plus 4. Wow. So I think we'll just extend it. So then you're a level 5. And then we'll put a decoration on. Crap. Forget how to do this now. We have problems with... So, one other time that we did this. There we go. Okay, so then spell book. We get this at 5th level, so let's put... We'll probably want 3. Because this wears off after 120 points of damage. I'm sure we're going to take more than that. And then this just, I think, reduces damage. Okay, and then... Sure, we'll have Raised Dead in case we need it. Trucing is possibly helpful. Bunch of healing is helpful. Bunch of resurrections is helpful. This hopefully we only need 1 restoration. Because in the first form he has negative level attack. So we'll want to be able to remove the negative levels. Hopefully that just affects 1 person. And then, oh, we could try this on the 3rd wave too. Because one of them like removes summons, I think. Try to remember to look at that after. And then heal all. So yeah, I think that will work. Okay, so then let's rest again. Right. Save this as a before rest again. Yeah, so we still got about 5 minutes left on that. So that should hopefully be okay. So let's immediately run over here. Quickly, faster, faster. Save this as before buff. Then
I am yours to command.
4 AC difference. That is pretty big. Well, we'll try it. I got a feeling we're going to probably try this a good number of times first. Excuse me. Good number of times before we, finish it.
Confide in me.
Okay, so you are per round, so we're going to hold off. Restoration, all that, healing. Energy will 10 minutes. We can cast.
Share your troubles.
Oh, you are casting it. Okay. I think we're gonna try not buffing me as much because we're gonna lose it for sure. And then Tristan. 1 minute a level. We can do that. We'll put that on Amari. This we can kind of hold off. Hopefully we don't need to cast it again, but who knows? That, I'm wondering if I should give this to Kaliki too. What else we got here? Probably won't use, maybe. Maybe. Because that'll make it 4 and then once on me. No, I think we're going to hold off. Invisibility 1 round. We'll save that for the fight. Haste is around, but I think we'll use it anyway because we'll want to rush the guy. Cast that.
Right here, my friend.
That is just on self, right? Yeah, damn. It's too bad we can't give it to other people. I don't think there's anything on fear, but screw it, why not? that's it for you. I think that's
Something
it
bothering
for
you?
you. One left for you, which we might not use. Here we use this. It's on a target, so we'll save it for when we need it.
Let us bide our time.
I think that's it. After buff.
Everyone counts on.
Okay. Attempt one of, I'm going to say probably 6. Because he does have a couple of instant deaths. So, yeah, I'm going to say at least 6.
Oh yes, the time has
We've been through this yesterday, so I'm not going to go through it.
Enemy near.
I think you're probably way too far away for an extended. Yeah. Wow, really? 62 damage. Damn. I think he needed like a 20 for that too. Alright. Well, if these guys are coming to visit. Oh, I should have used a key point because he hasn't gone yet. Guess not.
Tear them apart!
Jesus, 13 to hit. That's all you need.
Repent!
Oh, that's Tristan! Oh, I totally thought that was Valerie! Oh, that was a mistake.
Let us strike as one. Justice.
He hit. Only needed a 2. I didn't cast haste. That's... whoops.
A solid plan.
Now it's up to a 14 to hit, yeah. Okay, so I think the next one is his dispel.
They go down!
Let's go over there. Oh yeah, you're right, you're bleeding.
Forwards!
Oh, sweet mother of God. Okay, that's the dispel. Perfect. All right. Move, move, move. Oh my god. Oh my god. Come on. Are you fucking kidding me? Piece of shit game. Unreal. All right, let's do that to get rid of the bleeding.
Onwards!
Just in range. Probably gonna, yeah. And, oh, that used up, right. Okay, so we'll use haste next time.
Aim carefully.
Oh my god! Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god! Oh, I should have looked up what the save was. That is fucking ridiculous. Okay.
Observe the others. Learn.
Oh, that's not the right person.
Before they
Oh, wait.
learn from yours.
That's good.
Everyone.
For some
counts
reason,
on
I thought I clicked on Valerie.
Oh yes, the time has come.
All right, attempt
Time
number
of
2.
fate and curses.
enemy near.
I feel like we're much closer than we should be. I don't think that was the right save.
The road awaits. We should.
Alright, do a quick save because we're quick loading and it just save us a bit of time. Okay, this is attempt number 2. The other one doesn't count. That was the wrong. It was the wrong save. Okay. That and this to get some extra punches in. Okay, not bad. 5 out of 7. Oh yeah, right. His bow makes them easier to hit. Totally forgot about that. But now hold off on the rage.
Tear them apart! Look at me, Gollum!
What does the rage do? It gives you extra health. +2 to hits, +2 to damage, and will save. Alright, so it does do something. Oh, well, it's going to be a bigger bonus. That's like the introductory rage.
Taste my fury.
Oh, spell resistance. Forgot about that. Oh, cool. We got a free attack in there, too. You haven't been hit yet. Nice.
Let us strike as one.
Good start.
A solid plan.
Well, we're definitely paying for that opening volley, apparently. Really? What the hell? He got a natural 20 that he needed to hit on his first roll, and then he rolled 3 ones? Is that so the game knows that I won't complain that way? Those are wacky rolls. Wait.
They go down.
Oh, come on! We needed one of those to hit.
This is going to hurt.
Spell resistance again. Oh, we need a high roll for that. Okay, well, that makes more sense. Next one's gonna be the debuffs. Yeah, let's give it to Amari.
Do not hold back.
Get a whole 5 feet closer.
Forwards!
Come on, 25% chance, nothing hits. God damn it. Move you over here. Or you can charge from here, so we're just going to keep you there. I don't want to run the risk. Okay, so Tristan can They're not evil. Gives us an extra resistance. Yeah. Oh, problem is Amari. Oh no, Amari's got the reach. That's fine.
Onwards.
Aim carefully.
All right. Let's give that to you. Oh, come on! I don't know if another hit would have took him out. I think it would have been really close, but damn! Oh, that sucks. Let's go in here. We'll at least be in the aura, shall we? I can think of a better use of a 20, but if we can hit him, it'd be great. Really missed all that. Okay, Tristan, we're gonna get you in close so we can restore, but we're not gonna do it yet. Give it to me.
Stay behind me.
50% chance to hit. Nothing.
Attack!
There we go.
You don't seem to like my curses. Maybe you like my jokes better?
Show me your final moments.
Yeah, I was hoping I could save it. Oh yeah, I forgot about the invisibility. Okay, Tristan. Kind of a waste, but... Five.
A solid plan.
Oh, come on! Really?
My skills exceed yours.
Again, I think you have a low touch. 17. 17, 15, 25. Oh, 15 is the will. Sorry. Okay, so let's go with this guy. We're kind of focusing on him. You are not flat-footed, even though you haven't got to go yet, because of reasons. Valerie needs to get... I think we'll do a healing aura.
Let us strike as one.
Oh, I don't think I got... Oh, yeah, I got there just in time. Or just barely. Okay, so then... Invisibility? Oh, wait, that's a touch, though. Fuck. Oh, I really screwed that up, didn't I? Oh, we did hit that guy. See, invisibility is a Tristan spell. Tristan has a little too much utility. Like, he needs to have, like, an extra turn. my god! You're fucking kidding me, right? Okay, Tristan, maybe we'll do a greater heal all. Oh, what? Why can't I use True Seeing? Oh, I already used it. It's already on her. Okay, okay, we're thinking ahead, apparently. Okay, so then I think next turn, then we'll do a heal all.
Forwards!
Cool it. Do not falter.
Just go down the line, I guess.
Bring it.
Okay, any more buffs? Oh, alright, so let's do a heal all. Since I remember where it is. Oh yeah, it's Scrolls of Oh damn. Got a lot of those. Okay, well that was less of an issue than I thought. Not Resurrection. Where's my heal? Here.
Cool off. Onwards.
No! Hey, hold up now!
Oh, I moved like half a foot, right?
Tear them apart!
Okay, we're gonna save our rages for now. Because I don't really want to... Ooh, kill this guy. Until we've, kind of fully buffed everyone. Alright, well, we got a crap ton of these, so let's use them. Oh, you're stunned or something? Yeah. Okay, Valerie we're gonna keep over here for the Monarch. I think Valerie and Amari.
Escape their view.
An ambush, eh?
Okay, so I don't have it.
Now, Ea, Orana.
I think this is gonna take him out. Yeah. But we got invisibility on most.
The time for laughter has passed. It's the hour of hunting and chaos.
What? You guys are hitting a lot for someone who's invisible.
I can't keep this up much longer.
Okay. So I don't think invisibility is doing anything. Okay, so we got will and fortitude. 36-27. We don't know. Okay, so what does this do? Stun for a round or stagger for the remainder of the spell. Creature that makes it save is staggered for the first round and can act normally after. Okay, so that's... I'm pretty sure they all saved, but they should all be stunned then. Good damage.
They go down!
What can... Oh, of course you're fucking blind! Right when we needed you the most.
Yes!
Oh, so close.
I'll try to escape their view.
Really, you don't get affected. Why don't you get affected? Nice.
Taste my fury.
Oh, we actually hit. Okay, now the strategies I was seeing was basically focus on the Monarch, because people can't die, and then he also has the summons, which I forgot about the spell for Tristan. And then focus on this guy. Okay, concealment is working. Ish.
Kill me!
Whoa, what the hell? What the hell? Where's Valerie?
Stay behind me.
What the hell? Did she get like...
Let us strike as one.
I don't understand. Okay, you are really hurt, so let's use our own spell.
Patrizio Durinos!
Aim carefully.
Okay. That was probably good, because Jesus. I heard he has a really high to... Yeah, plus 59 to a hit? Holy shit. Plus 59! Oh my god! And 6 attacks! Holy shnikes. Okay, so... a couple people don't have haste, so let's do that.
This is going to hurt.
Okay, this should hopefully finish him off. I'm hoping these guys go away on the next wave and they don't stick around.
Bring it!
These guards kind of make it sound like they go away. Nice.
Enough.
Okay, I need to go to the bathroom because this is the farthest we've gotten and I'm a little scared. So I will be right back. I'm back. Thanks for waiting, guys. As soon as the Horn Hunter's body disappears in the fire, the destroyed throne room is flooded with light. The Lantern King, in his true blazing form, appears in the middle of the room. His furious mask is ringed by the fire. The games have ended. Time freezes like resin, trapping you and the Eldest in amber light. And this light grows brighter. The rays pass through you, pierce you, ruthlessly barring your most intimate secrets, fears, and desires. Something inside of you resonates with the light of the Eldest, your curse. It is like the splinter of an arrow that remains in the wound, a slow weapon crawling towards your heart. Excuse me. A slow weapon crawling towards your heart. As soon as the rays touch it, it begins to heat up, and then burns with intolerable pain.
Time for masks is over. You risk challenging an Eldest, and I accept the challenge. You will fight not a mere embodiment, but my true essence. This is my essence. I don't need magic or servile monsters to destroy you. Words are enough. Yes, words. I once told you, words spoken in the right time and place possess the power of the storm. You lightheartedly answer that you know what your power and essence are.
I don't remember that. The Lantern King starts talking. You hear his voice, not within your ears. It comes to you through the rays of light, burning and compelling.
Duty, and the desire to make the world a better place.
Okay, I kind of remember that.
I remember your answer. The world remembers it too. Your answer, heart, essence. Now, cursed king, I'm taking this part of your soul, as I took away Nerissa's ability to love. What you called your essence is yours no more.
The words of the Eldest flies towards you like an arrow, ready to give new force to the curse that already torments you. You have but an instant to reply. Ooh. 16 or higher, 10 or higher. Ugh. I like that, but I kind of gotta play the odds. And why do you imagine I told you the truth back then, Eldest of mischief and lies? Perhaps you were the one that was fooled. One who could be fooled so easily has no power over words. Damn it! An 8! We were so close. The Lantern King laughs. This laughter, soft, insinuating, almost admirable, is scarier than any nightmare. It resonates with the hot metal splinter, the curse within your soul, making it stronger, slashing at your essence, and taking away something essential that nourishes your power. Oh, I don't like this.
Let us continue. We both wear a crown. But what do you want? A meager patch of land, a few thousand souls? My dominion is chaos and magic, madness and deceit. Your power is nothing compared to mine. And that is why you are helpless before me. You will take my every blow as a divine punishment, as something imminent.
The Eldest's voice carefully conceals his thoughts. Yet again, you have little time to answer, and this answer is the only thing that can protect you from the Eldest's next blow. Ooh, okay. Ooh, 18 or higher. Ooh, okay, 4 or higher. We'll go with this. I know enough about magic and sorcery, so don't try to threaten me. All you are is the most treacherous monster I've ever had the chance to defeat. Fail?
Insult me with this.
A fucking 1?! Oh, fuck you, game! Jesus! I swear to God, if we have to restart because we're, like, down to, like, 1 health at the end of this, I'm gonna be pissed. We needed a 4 or higher, so of course we rolled a 1. The mask of the Lantern King alters for a moment. It shows reproach instead of wrath. You would insult me with this? This? The curse inside you, nearly unbearable.
I'm curious what you think of me, cursed king. Do you see me as a villain or a simple joker? In truth, well, I'll never be able to conceive of the truth. Being an eldest means being one of the many strings that hold the world in place. Being an eldest means being such a vast and self-sufficient value that one's equals become strangers and one's inferiors are entirely insignificant. I am an eldest. Laughter, guile, transformation, that's what I am. Being what I am, I will let you feel a modicum of my loneliness. I will take away your pillar of strength.
Oh, what the hell just happened? Having lost all support, you face the deity alone. Silence hangs over the ruined throne room. Requires good? Oh, I'm not good. Right, we had to reset my alignment. You don't have the right to take anything from me, Eldest. But I have the right to retrieve what's been taken unfairly. The blinding light flashes away, brightened like a living creature. The blistering metal of the cursed cools. It still hurts, but the pain is no longer unbearable. You stand before the Eldest, as before a blazing living star, and he looks at you as if seeing you for the first time.
Good. You can play with words. Let us see if you can withstand the heat of my fire.
For a while, the Lantern King remains silent. You feel in his silence not angry bewilderment, but endless, boundless astonishment. I don't know what just happened.
This quick.
Why did Amari's turns... Why are people's turns going? What's going on? What? Tristan does... Why is... I'm so confused at what's going on here.
Attack!
Touch is 28. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to move away because I feel like a massive area of effect is going to happen. Change weapon. Why did I change weapon? What? That's so weird. Why are people like changing weapons?
Do not falter.
I really don't want to use that because I don't know if another dispel's happening, but if I die, that's the end. So I kind of want to beef up. We are missing haste on a few people. Let's move over here. Okay, that hurt a lot.
A solid plan.
Freaking natural ones, man.
Cool it.
God, natural ones.
Onwards.
Okay, I guess that's just gonna keep happening. If you've had the chance to see a star die, we actually won! Spots of cold, lifeless darkness cover the fiery form of the Lantern King, growing, devouring, and with a dull moan settling onto the ground in a cloud of coal-blackened dust. Yeah, I thought that was going to be too easy. But a moment later, right where the eldest's crown lay burning, another shining image is born. It grows, growing, turning into a familiar silhouette, wearing a crown.
Defeat. What a refreshing feeling. I don't remember sensing it for a dozen millennia.
Wait, did we actually win? The Lantern King freezes. His light flickers strangely. No! I don't... Oh, I don't need to answer that. Ah, there we go. It's a new phone, so it's the first time I've actually declined a call since I got it, so I wasn't really sure how to. Anyway, the Lantern King freezes. His lights flicker strangely, and his masks begin to change with incredible speed. One breath, and you're looking upon a horrible grimace of wrath. Another breath, and it's replaced by a playful astonishment. Another, and it's the mask of fatherly care. Fatherly care.
But what's next? How will you end this story? Listen, I know an ending. Elegant and refined. The hero defeats a deity in battle. Impressive, he grants the victor power and immortality. The hero enters the chambers of the deity to become his champion and herald. Eternal, powerful, equally glorified both in the first world and in Galarian. His kingdom healed from its wounds and flourished under the rule of the immortal champion. A beautiful ending, isn't it? And this legend is yours for the asking.
Bribe people much?
Trust the laughing lie. Don't do this. Not after everything you and I have endured because of him. I can give you immortality and power, though not as much as the Lantern Kings. Perhaps we won't be able to stand against the Eldest, but accept my gift and my patronage. And together we will make him pay for what he's done.
Ooh, people are fighting over me.
How sad it is to hear you, Nyrissa. Thousands of years for nothing! You haven't learned a single lesson. Never learned to atone. But what do you say?
What will you ask in return for immortality, Eldest? And what exactly do you offer as a reward?
That is easy. I will return your kingdom to Galarian and strengthen its connection to the First World. In their homeland, the Fae can endlessly return to life. I will give to you the same gift. And so long as you remain an enclave of the First World, death within its borders will never threaten you.
The voice of the Lantern King sounds careless and relaxed, but you cannot say if he's truly calm.
As for the prize, I'm not offering you the position of a servant. Believe it or not, I am lonely. Divine power and immortality are a heavy burden. To accept it means losing all your friends and companions, but you can find allies and reliable assistance. This is what I'm looking for. A herald and a general with whom I can share eternity, and together we'll play 1,000 wonderful pranks and spread our power across the First World and further. Much further.
What about Nerissa? What will happen to her if I agree to your offer?
What do you think? I can let my misguided protege go wherever she likes. Knowing her, I'm doubtful she will become a humble exile.
I won't. I've come too far to go back. It might take me 1,000 years and thousands of deaths, but I will find a way to get back at you, Eldest. Even if he betrays our alliance and becomes your puppet.
What do you suggest, Nerissa?
I suggest we do not kneel. We are both cursed, you and I. But so what? The curse can harm you only as much as affliction touches your kingdom. But now, with the Eldest wounded and bleeding, his henchmen all slain, I can return your state to the material plane. It will heal its wounds, and so will you. I'll create a bond between you and the First World, granting you immortality. Just as the Lantern King promises.
And what role in all this shall I play, Trespasser?
You're calling me a trespasser?
The role of the vanquished. I know you will hardly accept a defeat, Eldest. You may try to attack us again, but we defeated you once. And we will do it again if we must. I'm ready to fight you forever if I have to.
You hear a storm in Nerissa's voice. am confused. What was the deal we made with Narissa? I forget now. Because this makes it sound like I don't go with either of them. I don't remember what our deal was. I don't even remember if we really had a choice in making the deal. I want to go with this, but I feel like my character would do this. Because really throughout the game, we kind of let people go. With the thought being, if they return to harass us, then no holds bar. I will just straight up murder them. I will not bow to you, eldest. Don't get your hopes up. Here's my offer. Lift the curse. Return my kingdom to Glorion, and forget we exist. And I will forget that you exist. After you speak, silence falls, deep as a chasm. Light pours from the eyes of the Lantern King's mask. Still, the mask of parental care, though you do not mistake this for what lies behind it.
So be it. This performance has run its course. It would be unwise to continue. Besides, I have no love of dying, returning to life. My fellow eldest are very good at playing especially intricate pranks at that exact moment.
In a measured, ponderous manner, the Lantern King pronounces his words as if reading them.
You were cursed by my will. By my will, you are now free from the curse. May shackles be broken, fetters be loosened. What's been stolen will be returned. What's been divided will be made whole again. I say farewell, and release your kingdom to the material plane. Go, be glad of your ordinary mortal life, and forget the gods of the first world. Now they no longer concern you.
Kind of thought Narissa would, like, freak out at that.
Now that the eldest and other spiteful beings wouldn't be bothering us, the king returned to his subjects and celebrated the victory and the end of the kingdom's miseries with great fanfare. Everything gradually returned to normal, including our exciting lives. Not always peaceful, but also not troubled by invasions from another world. And little by little, our heroes and the common folk began to forget the sorrows of the past. Sometimes, on clear spring nights, the king saw dreams. In them, the nymph Nyrissa, fierce and wounded, battled the Jabberwock, died, and returned to life, again, and again, and again.
Is she fighting a Jabberwock? What? So it only took us 2 tries this time. I think it helped a lot keeping people back, so we didn't have to, like, we didn't lose those buffs. And we didn't have to take time to rebuff.
Under the wise leadership of the king, the Stolen Lands became a true country. There was still much to be done, of course, and some of it will need to be finished by our heroes' descendants. But there are no longer cut purses on every corner, and the peasants aren't afraid some new self-proclaimed chief will show up and strong-arm himself into power. The king firmly eliminated banditry in the Stolen Lands, to the delight of the long-suffering locals, and brought peace and law to the area. That peace didn't last long, however. A jolly gang appeared in the Gnarl Marches, claiming to fight the tyranny of the king for the good of the common people.
It sounds familiar. During your rule, you supported the law and didn't allow criminals to infringe upon peaceful citizens.
The stolen lands are called the Land of Popular Rule, for in these lands, common people feel fully in control of their fates. Unfortunately, the total absence of authority allowed one of the richest regions in the kingdom to proclaim itself an independent republic, and retrieving those territories came at a rather high price for the king.
Absence of authority? What? During your rule, you heeded the requests and interests of the people, not the merchants. Oh! Oh, so that stuff made a difference. Like, well, I mean, at the end.
The king's subjects praise his generosity, while citizens of neighboring lands groan from crippling taxes. Citizens of the stolen lands have it pretty good. Truth be told, the treasury isn't always capable of paying the royal bills, and the throne room's adornments are clearly decaying, but sometimes you have to buy the people's love, literally.
In managing your treasury, you were more concerned about the people's short-term interests than increasing your wealth and long-term prospects.
The feud between Brevois North and South, which had been smoldering for ages, finally sparked the fires of civil war. Our troops lent aid to the forces of Restov, led by Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori. After several bloody battles, House Sertova was forced to recognize Restov's independence. The victory came at a high price, but we have no more loyal ally than once more free Rostland. Kasil Aldori, who lost an arm during the war, became a permanent ambassador of Rostland at our court.
He lost his arm? You supported Jamadi and the Sword Lords in their conflict with Sortova.
Led by careful, level-headed Dugath, the Tiger Lords tribe reunited and started to lick the wounds left by the erratic Armagh. Little by little, they once again became one of the strongest mercenary armies in the region. Dugath always assured our king of his friendship, but the king always stayed on his toes, understanding that anything could happen when that old fox is around.
That's a good ending, I like that. You decided that Dugath, priest of Gorham, must become the new chief of the Tiger Lords.
Pitax almost returned to its former state, a joyful city filled with beers of dubious quality and deals of questionable legality. The old trade houses lost the crown, but they retrieved the property Iravetti had taken from them. Soon, Pitax became almost like a second capital in the kingdom, a thriving city through which rivers of money from across the region ran. Unfortunately, we get much less of this money than we would like. Governor Lyachenza turned out to be helpless against widespread embezzlement.
Yeah, not surprised on that. After defeating Eravante and taking control of Pitax, the governor you chose was Gaspir Lancenzia, brother of the former Pitax kings.
Maestro Bellavara gave the Academy of the Arts a second wind. Throwing out mediocre students and sycophants, she gathered within its walls talented visionaries, rebels, and freethinkers. Those whose gifts felt cramped within the walls of more respectable institutions. She managed to do what Iravetti never could, namely, make the Academy truly famous, albeit scandalously so.
Oh my.
And so what if, instead of odes to the king, the Academy releases sneering pamphlets and revolutionary leaflets? It only helps his reputation as a true patron of the arts.
Who's he? Me? Cool if it's me. You made her headmaster of the Academy of the Grand Arts.
The dangerous man-eating trolls disappeared entirely from the forests and swamps of the Stolen Lands. Kobolds, though, being sneaky and clever, are still sometimes met by travelers and hunters who wander off the beaten track. Some even say the short reptiles still praise the great King Tartuk, but no one knows for certain. As soon as anyone approaches the kobolds, they forget their military honor and turn tail.
Winning the battle, you decided to spare Tartuk's life, but banished him from your lands. So I'm still confused. I'm gonna have to Google this. Was Tartuk a polymorphed kobold? And somehow got really, really smart? Or was he just a gnome that pretended to be a kobold and decided to stay a kobold kind of thing? So confused.
After enduring so many storms and troubles, Varnhold eventually turned into a real city. Daring settlers decided to conquer the vast, wild expanses of Dunsword, and despite all odds, they succeeded. The modest colony that almost vanished at the hands of an ancient lich turned everything around to become a thriving city with lively river trading.
You saved Magar Varn, the founder of Varnhold, from the terrible magic of a Cyclops lich named Mordecai. Oh, Mordecai was a lich. I wonder, could we ever find his phylactery and like actually kill him?
Peace reigns in the caves beneath the old sycamore. The kobolds and mites continue to explore the depths and learn simple crafts from each other. Rumor has it, the first mite kobold wedding even happened not long ago.
Oh my.
That said, settlers still aren't rushing to build new homes in the area. Some kind souls even put up warning signs along the roads. Beware, traveler. Steer clear of the old sycamore. Another inscription soon appeared over the sign, though. No keep going treasure ahead honest.
In the clash between the kobolds and the mites, you acted as neutral arbiter of their dispute, and managed to reconcile the two little tribes.
Oleg's trading post continues to thrive, attracting even more travelers. Much to its owner's displeasure, a small town is springing up around it. Despite Oleg's grumbling, he and his wife are well regarded by everyone, and Svetlana was even elected town chief.
Sweet. In a dispute with the Sword Lords about who should collect taxes from Oleg's trading post, you chose to peacefully convince Jamadi to pass the post into your jurisdiction.
Jod and Keston, after surviving the Bloom, remained loyal to the king they followed through thick and thin, and they continue to serve as court advisors to this day. The austere priest and the gloomy warrior regularly argue over the proper way to govern the state, as well as which of the two rulers should hear out first. Some things never change.
You managed to talk some sense into Keston and Garrus. You dissuaded him from making a dangerous expedition and convinced him to return to the capital and protect it from the monster invasion. Thus, you were able to safeguard both your loyal advisors, Johad and Keston, in the face of the monster attack. Oh, if we let him go, could he have died and we wouldn't have had him as an advisor? I gotta say, so far these endings are good. It's not going to keep up, like it's not going to be 100% good, but I'm pretty happy with these endings so far.
Keston Garrus took a post as chief of the Kingdom's Guard. The former heir to a noble family never returned to Brevoy, severing all ties to his kin.
Oh.
However, a few years after the victory over the First World, a girl arrived from Brevoy and soon married Keston. They say Keston started smiling a lot more after that.
Was that his girlfriend?
Jod remained loyal to the king to the end of his days, healing the sick and generously sharing his austere wisdom with anyone who wished to hear it, and some who didn't. Having fulfilled his duty to the ruler, Erastil's priest peacefully departed this world, surrounded by friends and disciples.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Having participated in Lamashtu's ritual, Olika gave birth to a strong and healthy baby. Sadly, the child grew into an unruly and violent adolescent.
Uh-oh.
Having maimed a peer at just 10 years of age, the boy escaped to the Gnarl Marches, fleeing the rage of a mob that tore his mother to pieces instead.
Oh, God.
No one knows what happened to the lad, but legends of Lamashtu's child, who sometimes kills lost travelers and sometimes leads them to safety, are passed on by word of mouth throughout the area.
That's odd. You allowed Tassana, priestess of Lamansu, to perform the ritual to help the unborn child of Olika, the widow of the merchant Leskin. Wife of Leskin, a merchant killed by bandits not far from the house of Bartholomew the Wizard. Kind of sounds familiar. Like, I remember her. The husband sounds a little familiar.
The Fae took a fancy to the kingdom, feeling totally at home here.
What?
They often play various pranks, but they never do any serious harm. Falcos and Teresia managed to restore the magic forest. Once freed of the anger of the Scythe Tree, people returned to the abandoned village, and it became a haven of friendship between the Fae and ordinary people, just like old times.
Okay. You helped two Fae, Valshos and Teresia, by sparing them from the Scythe Tree.
The lizard folk of the Longtail tribe returned to live on the shores of Candlemere, but they couldn't return to their ancient way of life. Living alongside people, the lizard folk adopted their behaviors, habits, and even religion. More and more of the Longtail tribe pray not to the spirits of their ancestors, but to Erastil or Gorum. They even began to forget their original language. I hope someone writes down their songs and legends before they all sink into oblivion.
Well, that's not bad. I mean, it's sad that they lose a culture, but at least they're peacefully integrating.
The goblins who put so much effort into preserving the king's lands obviously felt that gave them the right to do whatever they wanted in the kingdom. Travelers are careful to move in groups when they can, and any peasants who spot at least one particularly toothy stranger immediately raise the alarm. For if you see one goblin, there's likely a whole gang. The Sweet Teeth departed on a journey, hoping to see as many wonders as possible of this world and others. They keep sending us news from every corner of the map. Their bright painted wagon, drawn by a bull mastodon, crisscrosses Golarion, somehow appearing in the center of one incredible story after another.
This makes it sound like that if we chose to use them as bait, that they probably would have died.
Evindra was glad to see the Lantern King's plans turn to dust. She spent some time helping restore the kingdom after the calamity, then returned home to the First World. They say the rebellious spirit of her cousin Nyrissa awoke within her as well. Evindra is said to recount our story to the Fae, encouraging them to question the power and might of the eldest.
Anirid, formerly a friend of Nerissa, then imprisoned by her at White Rose Abbey.
After the victory, the storyteller abandoned his affairs and began spending a lot of time alone in contemplation. He eventually bid farewell to the king and left his lands. But I suspect the inhabitants of Golarion haven't heard the last of this mysterious traveler, for his own story is hardly finished.
I'm really surprised. I thought he had an ulterior motive that would come back and bite us in the butt. Or at least be, exposed in, the ending part.
Amiri stayed close friends with Nylak, but she remained a pariah to all the other members of the Six Bears tribe. Despite all the wisdom of their new chief, the tribe never found its place among the unfamiliar plains and cities, and they soon broke apart. The two friends left the kingdom together, setting off to find their own adventures. Enough that it would take a separate book to tell them all.
Close fan of Amari and from her native Six Bears tribe.
Valerie stayed to serve the king, and to this day she continues to be a muse to many people. Not just bards and admirers, but to warriors as well. Honest and resilient, Valerie is not just famous for her feats in battle, but also for her patience and kindness, which she says the king helped her discover within herself.
Oh shit! That's cool. You've come a long way with Valerie and helped her reconcile with the goddess Shaylin. Valerie did not return to serving the arts, but admitted that she respects those who chose that path.
Harrim became famous, respected by dwarves throughout our kingdom as well as our neighbors, even as far as the Five Kings Mountains. He's often been asked to help out or teach others, and he's never denied anyone, despite his grumbling. Some people even listen to his preaching. Lucky for us, there's a lot less howling about the end of the world now, and more wise words of moderation and humility. Not all of his disciples turned to Grotus, but everyone took away something useful from his teachings.
That's cool. You've come a long way with Harm, and seem to have convinced him to let go of his issues with doors, and accept his place in the cycle of creation and destruction.
Jaethal spent some time at the king's court, but she then left to do whatever it was her new goddess required. She must have become a great inquisitor for Pharasma, as no one would know the ways of the undead and Urgathoa's cultists as well as a former undead cultist would. She was also seen in the company of Salim Godafar. It's unlikely the two became friends, being so different from one another, but it's a known fact that they worked together.
That's neat. You managed to convince Jaethal to stop serving Arthugora, God, I can never say that, and protect her daughter's life. In making this decision, your undead companion finally abandoned the unlife she clung to for so long and died.
Octavia didn't stay still for very long. Soon, she and Reg went to Numeria and started a huge slave rebellion there. They didn't manage to destroy the Technic League, but to this day, slaves speak their names with admiration, and slavers with terror. Over the course of their journey, the two grew as close as ever, leaving their quarrels and resentments behind. After returning from Numeria, Octavia settled in her mother's house and became the king's advisor and loyal companion.
It's a little sad that they left, but that's a good ending.
Rigangar left for Numeria with Octavia to start a slave rebellion. Over the journey, he really matured and learned to understand others, as well as how to control his anger. After he returned, he took a position in the king's court. Being both formidable and charming, he inspired fear in the hearts of some and lust in others.
Oh my.
There are even some rumors that he almost talked Octavia into marrying him, and possibly even continuing the Della Fiorni line.
I don't know what that is.
Once the war was over, Tristan kept his promise to Sarenrae. In the middle of celebrating the king's victory, the priest suddenly disappeared in a flash of light, vanishing forever. I hope Sarenrae didn't take the Movonic Deva's memory, so her servant might still remember us and the Stolen Lands. Or if she did, I hope he was at least able to forget everything about the lands in which he endured so much suffering.
You recommend Tristan return to his life as a Deva and the embrace of his goddess Sarenrae after you defeat Narissa.
Ekin spent a few years in the Stolen Lands, and in that time won glory as the most rugged monster hunter in all the River Kingdoms. The ranger exterminated even the most harmless of the monsters around the capital, then moved on to other lands and new victories. They say the ruthless avenger and slayer of wild monsters made it as far as Katapesh. That's where his trail went cold. I'm afraid Ekin may have become the prey of one of his targets.
Oh. You decided Ikan and Natavi should go hunting trolls and not exchange revenge for peace of mind. I feel like that had like 4 different endings.
Jubilost returned to the life of a traveling explorer.
What?
Frequently visiting his favorite kingdom. He said so himself. His famous work studying the First World all opened with a dedication to his longtime companion, the king. Sometimes, during Jubilost's performances, all kinds of chaos would break loose. Viewers turned into unicorns, or would be teleported to the top of a cliff. Later, Jubilost would be seen arguing fiercely with a pretty gnome named Nerv. The arguments looked very sweet and intimate.
Oh my. In a dungeon under the Candlemere, you recommend Jubilus pass the gift of immortality to any random gnome who is suffering from teaching. I thought he died! He was dead in the camp, but when we were like trying to deal with Narissa.
As for Knock Knock, Apologies, I mean Jester Knock Knock. He continued to be a great source of entertainment for the kingdom, both in and out of the throne room, sometimes even on purpose. His antics in the kingdom had an additional effect. Aside from bringing joy and amusement to the citizens, it also softened the common view of goblins. They even became welcome in the streets of the city, for a time. While he may not have become the hero he envisioned, Knock Knock did find himself and his inner strengths thanks to the king. If you should ever find yourself in the kingdom, be sure to seek him out. He'll gladly regale you with some new tale of adventure, one that will surely make you smile, whether our foolhardy, clumsy, well-intentioned goblin means to or not.
Under your influence, Knock Knock discovered himself Chester's gift, and realized that he could achieve much through his clever skill of making others laugh.
Kalika did not remain in our lands for long.
Oh.
She never lost hope of discovering some news of her sister's fate, and the sorrow in her heart drove her to restless journey. One day she left without saying goodbye. No one knows where, taking only the simple things she fled with from Kadira. Many years after, we received news of the sister's fate. As it turned out, Canera was killed by the Forefather, and her soul, after enduring terrible suffering, was used to create a new she-devil. Somewhere on the roads of Golarion, this terrifying creature crossed paths with Kalika, but no one knows how this meeting ended.
It was her choice. You surrendered Canera to the devil known as the Forefather. I didn't surrender her! She went willingly! Oh, I knew I should have fought him. I don't know if that would have made a difference, but at least it would have made me feel better.
Despite all the woes that befell the country, our king remains a strong leader. Many noble houses from neighboring lands wouldn't hesitate to be related to him, and they regularly send a variety of marriage proposals.
Oh my.
As for myself, the author of this book, Lindsay, who never chose a pretty nickname, I'm still here. Inside my creation, within the Capitol Library.
What?
I live just like I always dreamed, surrounded by people and books, and not a day goes by without someone turning my pages. My story inspired many others to take up the quill. My readers have written many beautiful books and poems, transporting prisoners of humdrum lives into worlds of endless fantasy. What more could I dream of? I hope, O honored reader, that this story inspired some creativity in you, or at least offered some entertainment. In any case, it's time to set the final period.
Talking with Lindsay about the book she printed and the events in Pitax it covers, you convinced her that stories are meant to help people and make the world a better place. Oh yeah, I wonder what happened if we did like the original choice. Because we save scummed and went back because I didn't like where that was going. Also, did we not think to ask Nerissa to like take her soul out of the book and like put it back into her body? Win the game! Huzzah! Holy crap, that took forever. Oh really, the credits aren't gonna roll. Well, I read it before and I'll read it again. Dear Kings and Queens, thank you for your support. Your dedication gives us the strength and enthusiasm to expand the Pathfinder universe and make our games better. Join our big friendly Discord community at this place and find us on social networks. There you'll be able to find like-minded people, share your experience, and learn many exciting things. Best regards, Owlcats. Alright, well, let's let the credits roll. Oh. Our heartfelt... Oh, there we go. Enter name here. Oh, you can do a font. Okay, cool. I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed that I didn't read all these names out as when we came across them in the library. There's just so many. Evil Storyteller. Nice. I wish I had the time and patience to read them all out. But I guess this works too. I mean, we went through them in stream, and we're seeing them again in the credits, so... Oh, I was expecting there to be like a bronze tier. At Owlcat Games proper, was there seriously only like 5 pages of developers? Like that's like a I don't know, let's say 10 names. That's 50 people. I guess that's a decent number. Seems really small for such a big game, though. I kind of like the enter name here search bar at the bottom. That way you can, like, if you wanted to find your name because you were a backer or something, that'd be a really cool, fast way to do it. My.com. Publishing and support. I've never heard of these guys. And that's it. That's actually really short credits. Considering, like, well, I mean, a third of the pages, but really, like, half of the names was, like, backers. Huh. Cool. Okay, guys, I am going to stop the stream and start it up again because we're going to check out the Varnhold DLC. I don't know how far I'm going to get into it. I might only play for like an hour, hour and a half, but we'll make some inroads in it. So I will be back in just a couple of minutes.